Hey guys, my name is Eduardo, and in this video I would like to talk a little bit about learning languages. Actually, I have been learning languages for about 5 years. 5 years for English and more or less for learning Japanese. The last one I haven't been having such a great success, but I have been trying. And inside of this learning process, there is one tool that I first started using 5 years ago when I first started learning languages. And this tool, I haven't been using it for consistently in the last few months and last year, let's say. But now I have started using it again, and I would like to talk about it. Okay, so let's start with Anki. Anki is like I think that most of you guys know is a space repetition tool that you can use to learn like phrases, new words, and it is not only used to learn languages. I heard that lots of other people use it to learn like medicine stuff and this kind of thing. So, but in my case, I use it to learn languages. Actually, in the last few years, I haven't been using it. In the last few months, I guess, not years, but months, I haven't been using it consistently. But the idea of me talking about it today is due to the fact that I have started using it again for learning new words and phrases in Japanese. Actually, I'm using a pre-made deck for reviewing, and I'm not making my my own cards. I'm not making my own notes. I'm just reviewing things that are available on the internet, and I decided to talk a little bit about it today to see the pros and cons of using it, and if it really worth the time that we spent using it, that we spend using it. So the thing that I have noticed is that for practicing your speech, like your pronunciation, when it comes to decks that have audio with it, is a good one. Like Anki is good for it. Like if you have sentences, if you have phrases or even words that have the pronunciation, the reading out loud feature, it's a good one. I I especially like it when I'm learning Japanese because like there are some phrases and kanjis that I do not know that I wouldn't be able to pronounce well, but because they are like the audio available there, I can just listen to it and repeat it. So this is a really nice way to practice the language you're learning. That is listening to it carefully and then trying to see it again. And by doing that, you will become like better. You get accustomed to, you get used to learning the patterns, to learning the languages, and to not only recognizing the sounds, but also to reproducing it. So it's a really nice thing to do, and I really like Anki because of that. The other thing that I really like about Anki is the fact that it helps you not to forget the things that you're learning. Like, let's say you just introduce a new word to your vocabulary inside of a sentence, because that's the right way to do. At least that's what I think. Like, you get a word that you're learning, then you put it inside of a context, inside of something that will help you to remember. Learning words by itself, like isolated words, is not a good one unless are already kind of advanced in your learning process. But I do not recommend people to learn new words isolated. It's better to learn them inside of context. And with Anki you can do that, and it helps you not to forget the words that you're learning. So if you have like a new word that you want to learn, you can like get 10 sentences that have that word in context, in different contexts, so that you never forget that word ever again. And it actually works, and it has worked for me and for lots of other people, and I recommend you to do that. And another feature that I do like about Anki is that you can edit, the cards. You can get cards from the internet. You can get your decks from the internet without you having to create it by yourself. Like, there's a community around this tool, and with them, like by searching on the internet, you can get some pre-made decks that can help you to improve your language with language that you're learning without putting that much effort, like on creating your own decks. That takes a lot of time, and sometimes, in my case, for example, I'm using the free K deck for learning Japanese. They like the core free K deck, and it's very good because there are a lot of pre-made sentences with audio, with images as well, that I can use to improve my Japanese, to learn new words, and also to practice my speaking, pronunciation, understanding, everything. So this idea that you can get things on the internet and put there, is a really nice feature of Anki that I do also like. Okay, so I spoke about things that I think is good inside of Anki, and now I want to try to talk a little bit about the things that I do not like about Anki. The first thing is that if you stop reviewing it, the amount of cards that you have to review, like the do cards, will increase by a lot. And there will come the time, if you stay a lot of time without reviewing, that there will be so many decks, not decks, so many cards, so many stuff to review, that you will get unmotivated and you are likely to stop reviewing ever again. So it really helps you, it kind of gets you in the game, but if you do not pay attention, you can kind of get screwed with it. So try to review it as much as possible in a daily basis, and do not let the cards to get on a stack waiting for you, because if they do that, you will not review it ever again, and you will most likely stop using Anki, just like I did. And I think that this stuff that I'm saying that are like cons of using Anki is more like a thing that is like lack of responsibility of the learner, if you use it in the proper way, like reviewing it every single day, you can kind of get good and get by using Anki. But if you get kind of lazy and you do not review the things that you said you would review, you kind of get screwed. So it's not like a bad side of the tool, it's more like a bad side, like a bad result due to the lack of responsibility of the student. So yeah. Okay, and other thing that can kind of get you behind, that can slow your process, is adding too many cards in your deck. Because if you add too many cards, like a lot of new words to review, you will most likely not be able to review them due to the amount. So if you're learning like a word, a set of a group of words that you would like to learn inside of context, try to add just like 10, 15 at most per day, so that you do not end up slowing up your progress instead of making it faster and getting better results. So have patience, just do a little bit per day and it's gonna be alright. Well, I think I said that I would talk about other stuff in this video, but I think I'm gonna end up in here right now. I would like to talk more about learning new sentences, about learning new vocabulary, the best way to do that, but for this video I think that's a nice time to stop, and I'll try to make a new video in the future and try to grapple with these things that I would like to discuss in this video, but I'm gonna let to the next one. So okay, so I never say that, but I'm gonna say it this time. If you like the video, or if you think that there are a lot of stuff that I can improve and you would like to see me having another go at it in the future, you could hit the like and also subscribe to this channel so that you could see other stuff in the future. And I'm gonna be posting, uploading new videos in a I can't say that it will be consistent way, in a weekly basis or monthly basis, I don't know, but every time I come here, I'll try to discuss about something that I think is useful, not only for me, but also for people who are learning the language, and that have also worked for me in the past, and that is working now, So see you then.